Having a skincare ritual, it's a very nurturing thing to do for yourself and your skin and your body. And I'll show you my ritual, what I do. Before I show you, I want to tell you a little story about my mom. I remember as a little kid, she had this little dressing room, and it was just her own little space. And in that dressing room, she had a dressing makeup table. And I would go in and I would just watch her, just stand behind and watch her. In the evening, she would put her cold cream on and, take off her makeup. And then in the mornings, she would put a facial cream on, and then she'd put mascara. And back then they had little boxes and then the brush. And so you would wet the brush and then dip it in the box and then put your mascara on. And then she would wear red lipstick. So that was her signature, was her red lipstick she wore every single day. But I don't know, I just really admired her, and I thought it was beautiful, the way she took that time for herself to do that. But as I became, a young adult, I didn't do it. And I actually abused my skin because I would lay out in the sun hours on end, because it was popular then to be very tan. And then also I ate a lot of junk food, and I really think junk food is a huge contributor to wrinkles and sun damage, that it's like those two go hand in hand. So it wasn't until my 40s, actually early 40s, that I really started taking care of my skin. And of course, because I'm a formulator, well, I started using all the products I formulate on my skin. And it's really amazing to me about how skincare products really can slow down the aging of the skin. So I feel like since then, my skin has slowed down aging tremendously, and it's gotten brighter, it's gotten more, supple. But one thing is, it diminishes fine lines. I really think, sometimes unless you go and get, the needles into your skin, sometimes the laugh lines and other lines, they're there. They're not going to go away. And I actually embrace that. And I embrace, laugh lines and lines from just show where I've been in life. So, and at the same time, I think we should really embrace the skin that we have, and I think that's important. And when we do our skin ritual, that really does, it shows we care for ourselves, we care for our skin, and we embrace that. And for me, I feel so well, and part of it is because I use all plant-based ingredients, and many of them are organic, and they're all cruelty-free. So it's really, I can just sense that because they're animal cruelty-free. And so I'll show you a few things. I know this is a lot of products, and I can get away with just a couple products. Actually, I can get away with like a mist and then a facial oil. But I actually like switching up and using different things. So this is things I use like in a month's time, and I'll show you the different things. So first off, I never used to use cleansers, and part of it is because my skin always felt so drying afterwards. And you don't want that, because it's taking away your valuable natural sebum, which your body works so hard to produce. So I actually use a cream cleanser or a gel cleanser, and it's very soft, and it helps to remove makeup, but yet it leaves the skin really soft afterwards, not stripped. And I think that's crucial, is to get a cleanser that's not going to have that dry feel, because if you have that really dry feel, you're damaging your skin, you're ruining your oils. And then after I cleanse, then I put this is like a toner. I call it a moisture mist, and it feels so soothing to the skin. It really helps to calm the skin. And this one, it has lavender hydrosol, and so it really kind of tells me, okay, let's just kind of calm down now, and the skin feels so cool and smooth. So I'll alternate. So this is at night, like I'm talking to you about my night ritual. So I cleanse, and then I put my moisture mist on, and then I decide between, this is for daytime, and then I decide between either a nice moisturizer, or just a little bit, or oil serum, a beautifying oil serum. So if I use the oil serum, right after I spray the moisture mist, I put just a tiny drop, onto my fingers like this, and then, I just tap it into my skin. And that's all you want to do. And a lot of people don't realize when you use oils on the skin, you just need a teeny bit, and you should have some moisture on your skin. And then it's just like a moisturizer. So you just, you always go up. And I think tapping is so wonderful. Always, go up on your skin. So if I don't use the oil, which, I alternate, I'll use, right now I'm using Camu Camu. And Camu Camu is highly antioxidant it's very high in vitamin C. And this one, it has a beautiful scent. And it just feels very luxurious. So I really like putting that Camu Camu on. And then from there, I don't usually put eye cream on at night, but I think that's an option and you have to figure out for yourself. And I'll tell you a little story about the eye cream. Is I never thought there was really a need for eye cream. I thought, why not just use, the regular creams and all that, which you can. But I realized formulating eye creams, it's really different because the skin by the eye is very delicate and it's very thin. It doesn't hold moisture. So when you use an eye cream, it actually helps to lock that moisture in. It really does diminish fine lines. So now I use an eye cream daily, but I use it in the morning. And sometimes during the day, I'll even put just a teeny bit more on. So that's what I do at night. Oh, one more thing I do at night is I always use like I like balms. And this is the glowing skin balm. And I like just putting that, just doing like a hand massage before I go to bed. And it feels really good. And sometimes I'll actually do a foot massage too, and I can even put that by my bed, if and then do the foot massage while I'm in bed, and it really makes a difference for how I even sleep and go to sleep. So the rituals tell me, okay, it's time to calm down, time to go to sleep. And I learned from my mom and I learned from my daughter too that it's really nice to have a table where you can just, sit down, relax, have a cup of tea, so you can just take that time for yourself. Even if you're going to work and you're getting ready, just sit down and just take just a few minutes, each day, just to touch your skin, see where you're at. And I use essential oils, and essential oils, they really help to, just make you feel like, they can help you to feel invigorated and alive or calm, and so that comes through with the different things. So then in the morning, what I do is I don't usually use a cleanser, but some people, they can use a cleanser, it just depends. I usually just use warm, a little bit of tepid, barely warm water on my face and rinse it off. And then from there, I do put the moisture mist on my face. And then I use, like I said, I'm using the Camu Camu. So I put the Camu Camu cream on, and then I put the eye cream. And again, it's what we don't realize is all these things, you hardly need any. And that's what I think sometimes we just use way too much product, and you just need a little bit. And so I like using all my fingers to tap all the way around. It's so soothing to the eye. And you will notice, so this one, it has caffeine in it, and like hyaluronic acid's good, peptides are good, as long as they're plant-based. You want to make sure those are plant-based, because otherwise they come from animals. And it's just really good, like even green tea, because it helps to reduce puffiness, helps to reduce the dark circles, and to tighten around the eyes. And then after that, I'm good to go. But I wanted to show you too what I do during, like once a week. I think masks are one of the best things for skin. They're so fun. And I think very few of us utilize masks. And so I want to show you how to do a mask. And really get a really nice, I think masks are great that are nurturing. Again, you don't want dry, stripping masks that take all your oil off. They need to have blends, in their mixtures. It needs to have a synergy of, maybe a clay that's detoxifying, but also with ingredients to help replenish the skin. So this one here is the Rotorua mud mask, and the Rotorua is actually from New Zealand, and it just really, and this is rice milk, organic rice milk. And I like rice milk, or I like almond milk for the skin, because I really notice how it supports the skin. So Rotorua is really rich in minerals, and your skin needs that. So you know, you just want to put that on your, and you know, like your brushes that you use, it's really nice to get a brush to put your mask on. You know, like this one is cruelty free. There's no animal product in it. So that's something else to be aware of, you know, like what are the bristles on your brush? And more cosmetics, they're cruelty free because there's so much, you know, needless animal testing and animal products used in cosmetics. So then I just mix that up, and this feels so soothing and beautiful on the skin. I just wish you could try this. And then, you know, then I just apply it to the skin like this, and it feels really nice, you know, with a brush to put it on. And anyway, so then I leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes and then hop in the shower or a bath. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, and I always use, for my products, I use glass containers that are reusable. So I'm not just, you know, I mean, because I make the products, I can then reuse the glass, which is really nice. And then I wanted to show you the other thing I like are either cleansing grains. And the cleansing grains are one of the things I've used for many years that I really enjoy. And they don't have any, they're not rough on the skin. They're very soothing on the skin, but they gently cleanse. So like, say like oats is cleansing, and it helps to tone the skin, helps with hyperpigmentation. So I'll put like those in the shower and switch up with cleansing grains because they also help to exfoliate. This one here is Gentle Lotus Exfoliant, and this is really nice to use, and this could be done, you know, daily, every couple of days. And again, you know, you can use this is a rice milk, but you can use like a hydrosol. You can use just water, you know, whatever simple. And it's you know, you just wait for it to absorb the moisture. But one thing that's nice about this is it really does help to gently exfoliate the skin. And what that does is all your dead skin cells, when you use a gentle exfoliant like this, it's not brash. It just helps to like dissolve those dead skin cells. So what that does is it really helps to brighten the skin after you use it. And every time, it can also be used as a mask. You can even leave it on longer if you want. But every time, I tell you, the skin, it looks so beautiful afterwards. So I like to use this, you know, every few days for a gentle exfoliant, and then I like to use the mask once a week. So I think it's really good, like just say, okay, Wednesday nights I'm doing a mask before I hop in the shower or hop in the bath. And anyway, I really believe in a skin ritual. Here are my skin ritual tips. Take a few minutes each day to sit down morning and evening and care for your skin. Lock in the moisture in your skin with a moisture mist and a hydrating moisturizer. Gently tap in your moisturizer and make sure you're tapping up, and give yourself a light facial massage. And don't forget your décolleté area and your neck, and to make sure and apply your moisturizer there. And also don't forget your lips. And I forgot to show you, that's one thing I do. I put on a lip butter in the mornings and the evenings before going to bed. And then the last and final step is to embrace the skin and the body that you're in, and celebrate that. And so I hope that you can create a skin ritual for yourself.